worlds apart. It's fucked now, we lost in limbo. Remembering what you said though, when I asked you if we'd make it far. That one last kiss that they write about, my one last wish you could never doubt. I trust angels who fly away from you, and you told me that we'd never die. Gave me so many reasons why we were meant to be. Then she said no, 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 no. You should. I've earned the cost and now I've paid it. Oh no, no, no. Oh please don't go. I know my face a memory erasing. Been a few years since I heard your voice, yeah. Lost a few here, but it's not by choice, no. Girl, I see your face every day when I look through my phone. Can't delete all these memories, won't leave me alone. Hit my blind side, never saw you coming. You were so wild, but no, I was nothing. And I'm nothing now, nothing's changed. You know I'm just the same. Miss you now, but I hope that someday you explain. That one last kiss that they write about, my one last wish you could never doubt. I trust angels who fly away from you, and you told me that we'd never die. Gave me so many reasons why we were meant to be. Then she said,
Well, hello, saints and sinners. How's everyone doing? I hope you are well. Thank you all so much for joining me. Today is July 25th, 2023. It is 6:19 on the East Coast of the United States. Let me turn that phone off. Hope you are well. Thank you for loving the intro. I do appreciate it. Janet Brown, thank you so much for becoming a member, my love. I do appreciate you very much. Thank you. It means a lot. It's good to see you all. Thank you for being here. Always Late's cooking dinner, meatloaf, scalloped potatoes, and green beans. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about the Summer Wells case. We are going back to the Summer Wells case. I found something quite interesting. I was thinking about how the dogs hit at, Fred's property. Yes, Tam, it's just now starting. And Candace was there, and she was allegedly seen walking down the driveway. So we know by her account that she was down at Fred's. We know by Don's account that he was down at Fred's some 3 hours after Summer Moon Utah Wells went missing. Why is everybody down at Fred's? And I got to looking, me and my research crew, and we got to looking at some dates. This could be purely coincidental. It may be, it may not. I don't know. I'll let you decide. Substances, you think so? Possibly. We are going to look. I want to show y'all this. Let me pull it up. All right. We're going to look at some videos as well. And I want to show you these videos. So if y'all remember, when they went to search in the fall of November 2021. Put a 5 in the chat if you remember them, law enforcement, in November of 2021, searching areas and targeted areas. Okay. All right. And as you see here, it says heavy law enforcement presence returns to Beach Creek to search for summer wells. Right? Okay. Now, oops. Okay. So I want to show you this. I think it's this video. Where was it? 2 minutes here. All right. Just find it here. Here we go.
Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson tells me everything is on the tables. Investigators are not ruling out an abduction or that she might have walked away from her home.
Sorry, I kicked myself out rather than the other video. Apologize for that. So did you, could you guys hear that? Let me know if you could hear that. Could y'all hear her?
Their only goal is to find Summer, but they're saying it's difficult with circulating rumors on social media.
In my position and my detectives, everywhere we go, everybody wants to share their opinion, which is, we understand that. But 99.9% of things that people are posting or saying, we've already looked into and taken care of.
Lawson says anyone living in roughly 5-mile radius of the Beach Creek community should look at their trail or security camera footage again from the day Summer disappeared.
And sometimes people will think, well, I saw that, but it probably wouldn't mean anything. But the least little thing to us may be something huge. So that's why we ask for the public, everything they see, to continue to check their property, their outbuildings and different things like that.
What kind of a toll has this taken on your department?
Mentally, physically, and emotionally. A lot of my officers have small children. They have grandchildren and grandchild, and plus us spending so much time in Beach Creek for 3 weeks, but my office never stopped. We're still answering all the same amount of calls, still, bringing people to jail, investigating other cases, and it just wires you out.
Investigators are still hoping to find a potential witness who drives a red or maroon truck that was spotted in the Ben Hill Road neighborhood the afternoon of June 15th.
The biggest thing is the ladder racks and the white buckets. It means that they do some kind of work.
Okay. So that was around about the time when they was doing this search in the fall. And also I thought it was very interesting, Ronnie Lawson is talking about the red truck being a ladder rack and buckets seen in the back, some type of work, which, if you have ladder racks and you have a bucket in the back, it sounds like you're doing some type of construction work, in my opinion. All right, so let's continue with this. So November 2021, there is the search going on for summer wells. They did it because the foliage had already fallen and it makes it easier for them to see. November 30th, 2021, the TBI says, TBI agents and Hawkins County deputies are in the Beach Creek area as part of a planned search for 5-year-old Summer Wells. Today, teams will be focusing on overgrown areas that were previously difficult to access due to high grass and high foliage. Right? Okay, English Rose, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I don't know if I can see it on my thing earlier, but Janet, thank you so much for becoming a member as well. I do appreciate you, my dear. And someone had 3 months of membership, and I want to thank you as well. It means the world, truly. So they're doing this search in November 30th, 2021. Also, they tweet TBI, November 30th, 2021. There have been several previous searches of this rural wooded area. Hashtag Summer Wells disappeared in June. Crews have returned today now that the seasons have changed and the landscape is more visible. In a continued search, anything might help this case. I can tell you from experience of being to Beach Creek, Hawkins County, Ben Hill Road, it is day and night compared. I've been there during the winter time and I've been there in summertime, and they both are, you can see so much better truly during fall and winter months. All right. So like I said, for those of you that's just joining us, you guys can make the decision of what I'm going to show you. It could be purely coincidental. It may not be. I don't know. But we did notice something. Candace was down at Fred Hill's property, allegedly right after Summer went missing. I'll show you guys a video. She's talking about it as well. And then Dawn goes to Fred Hill's house approximately, allegedly 3 hours after Summer went missing. Now, I think that's very odd in itself. Your daughter has been missing 3 hours and you're down there talking, just talking, All right. All right. So I want to look at Fred's Hill arrest. Okay. Now, let's be very clear about this. Fred Hill has not been charged. Nobody has been charged with Summer Moon Utah Wells' disappearance. Summer has not been found. We hope it's very soon. But they filed this on June 1st, 2023. And some of you have looked, but the violation date is 11/29/21. 11/29/21. That is when the event occurred. The event occurred. Okay, so do you guys remember what I just told you happened? November 30th, 2021, right after that happened, just a couple days after that happened, Fred Hill, is in trouble. We, people wondered why did it take so long? They didn't arrest him till June of 2023. Now we're going to keep on. All right. 11/29/21. So delivery, sale, possession with intent, maintain dwelling of hug use. All right. Now, March 2022, March of 2022, the next year, right? We go and they're searching again for summer, right before all the foliage comes out. TBI says teams continue to search previously identified points of interest. Identified points of interest. Now that's an interesting statement, a very interesting statement. Where was I? 1 second. Much of the terrain in the area where she went missing is extremely steep and dangerous, requiring extra time and search thoroughly. So then we have, and that was in, let's go back. That was March 1st of 2022. Fred's other violation date is March 3rd, 2022. March 3rd of 2022. So we have them searching for summer in November of 2022. A couple days later, we have Fred being, that's the incident date of his charges. And then we have March of 2023. And how many days later was it? March 1st, 2022. And the violation date is March 3rd, 2022. So 2 days later after they search, that is Fred's being charged. So all the mathematics is hard to keep up with. Yes, I know, right? Oh my goodness. Holy moly, vet girl. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness gracious. That's very generous, vet girl. Thank you. You don't have to do that. It's my dear. Vet girl says, Justin, so TBI and other law enforcement are in huge presence in the area. Charges dropped for Fred FH, searching for S, and Fred Hill is slammed with charges. Searches and found something, in my opinion. Yes. So at the very least, we know, in my opinion, well, I don't want to say we know, I want to say my opinion, is this is exactly when they found Fred's mathematics office, if you get my drift. You get my drift? So, and at did it come, is it anything involved in Summer Wells? I don't know, but what I do know is that both fall and spring, just 2 days later in one instance, after searching for Summer Wells, Fred has an incident. And I think that's very interesting. I think it's very interesting. Why is Candace at Fred's? Why Fred's? You think about it, you don't hear any other neighbors other than Jody Sue. There's plenty of neighbors, there's several houses on Ben Hill Road. Why Fred's? Why is Candace at Fred's? Don't hear of her talking to any other neighbors on Ben Hill Road. Why 3 hours later, after Summer is already declared missing, the Hawkins County's there? Why? I don't know. But we got some red flags. Marlena says maybe Fred Hill really did wire up in exchange for his freedom, Justin Frall. Maybe. But you're right, Karen. Law enforcement is on it. I do have full faith in the law enforcement in this case. I really do. You know, but in my opinion, at the very minimum, that is how they found Fred's mathematics. Has anyone heard of Fred since he's been in lockdown? Not that I am aware of. Now, this is the thing. Fred Hill could be involved. I don't know. I have no idea. That's up to law enforcement. But what I will say is, in my opinion, this does not exclude Don and Candace, because both of them were down there right after Summer went missing and 3 hours after Summer went missing. At the end of the day, it still doesn't answer how did someone know that Summer Wells was in a basement alone when there is no way they could see in, no way someone on a hill, that climbed up on that hill would have known that a little girl is in a basement alone? What if someone walked in there and there was, a man in there? How would they know? How would they know? Let me show you a couple different things. I was looking at some of my old screenshots and stuff today, and right here it says, can anyone confirm if law enforcement and cadaver dogs at the Wells property in regards to missing Summer Wells? This was right when Summer went missing. We just spoke with Sheriff Lawson, and he said that is not the case, and no cadaver dogs were used. So this doesn't have a date on it, but I would assume, in my opinion, that this is sometime after, shortly, a day or two, I don't know, shortly after Summer went missing, when they were searching for her. I thought this was an interesting photograph as well. This is someone climbing the hill, a hiker climbing the hill. And, he needs a stick. He needs a stick to come up the hill, right? He's a hiker. It helps him. Nobody's running. Nobody is running up that hill. And nobody is running down it in 2 minutes, in my opinion. And nobody knows that there is a little girl who is in a basement by herself, who would have had to have been grabbed the moment she went downstairs, in my opinion. This staircase right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably 12 steps. 12 steps Get it? About 12 steps. And right here's the living room. Remember, right here's the living room, right? They use it as a bar. So the boys are right there sitting on top. You don't think, you wouldn't have heard screaming or anything else? I mean, I beg to differ. This is a blurry photo, but this is Little Summer Moon Utah Wells. And this is who we hope we get justice for very soon. And this is her friend. And if that doesn't hurt your heart, I don't know what will. Candace said she thought the police canines would have had better success if she had been notified to corral the family's 8 dogs. They had just done some stupid, underhanded stuff. When they brought the cadaver dogs up, why didn't they warn me ahead of time to find a place for the dogs to go? They just brought them up. Oh, you got dogs? You guys already knew I had dogs. That didn't pan out because you've got these 8 adult dogs wanting to smell all the new dogs you just brought up on the property. So that's going to mess up the cadaver dogs because it's not going to know which way to go, Candace said. And there was more than 8 dogs, in my opinion. But this is Candace. That's a quote. That's a quote from Candace Wells. They did some stupid, underhanded stuff. This is people who are looking for your daughter. They're not doing underhanded stuff. On the 16th, they did not use cadaver dogs. Yeah. Don and Candace's doesn't match. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know if I don't think I have the other part. But, it was, yes, it feels very ungrateful. Like, what did you say? Like you did when you hid the TBI jacket? Yeah. Yeah, it seems like, in my opinion, they try to really hinder. Now, you guys remember Unmasked. Unmasked is still, there was an interview that is no longer there. I did have this, and this is a transcript, or it's a questionnaire. So your mom went to the swimming hole. Answer, yes. Most thought it was only you, H, and Summer. Nope. So you and H were close. Question. Answer. H called me Aunt Candace and my mom Grandma. Question. What time was the video taken? Answer. Hold on, I'll look. Continued. June 15th at 3:09 p.m. Now, this is the, 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 What is she saying here? Hold on, continued. I'll look. June 15th at 3:09 p.m. Which video? Is she talking about the truck video? Is she talking about... But then the next question is, what time did you go swimming 12:21? Candace sent her in so the boys could hear her. She took her out of the basement, down, went to Fred's. Dispatch said mom went for a walk. Yes, there's a reason they will not release those 911 calls. Red flags on this case. Absolutely. Lots of red flags. Hold on, I'll look. June 15th at 3:09. What time did you go swimming? 12:21 p.m. So that's my question. I don't know milk without sweat on it on a hot day. So there's just all little kinds of stuff in this case. Nerdy Addict, this is, follow Nerdy Addict on Twitter. Love Nerdy Addict on Twitter. Posted this a long time ago. As soon as the drone took off down the street, dogs could be heard howling. You know, when the drone was over the property, 3 dogs ran out. Bottom of photo, and you can see the dogs there. As soon as you enter Ben Hill Road, as soon as you enter, the dogs at the end of the beginning of Ben Hill Road start barking. That alerts the Wells dogs. You go to the Wells, the dogs immediately come down the hill. They will stay at the end of the road or at the end of the driveway. They wouldn't even get on the pavement every time I was there. It's like they know where their driveway ends. Here is a photo when I was there during the winter. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 dogs right here. It's hard to see them, but oops, I was going to see if I could zoom. It's kind of hard to see them. But those dogs would have alerted anybody. Even if they couldn't hear Candace and Candace, which I don't see how the hell they couldn't have, and you don't remember if the door was open or closed, that would be the first thing that would remind you, oh my God, the downstairs basement was left wide open. Why is it left wide open? Did someone take Summer in 2 minutes? You don't even remember that? How can you not remember that? Oh, sugar, it's Ben Hill Road. It has a very heavy, lonely feel. But magically, on June 15, 2021, Dawn says the dogs were gone. Just when their daughter was abducted. Now think about that. All those dogs run off and all that. But by the time the police got there, they were back. And so was the mother with the puppy that was with the puppies underneath the house that was sitting right beside of the door downstairs. I guess she, put the puppies on her back and took them with her as well. Like a mother dog, wouldn't, they're very protective of their puppies. Very protective of their puppies. And this is the thing. People can blame whoever in this case. And believe me, people have been blamed and blamed and blamed. But in my opinion, until you can make sense of someone running up that hill and grabbing a child and running back down the hill, but more importantly, knows that there's a little girl alone and that no adults are around, like, or in the room, I can't get past that. And until I can get past that personally, my parents are going to be the number one suspect because of that reason right there. The dogs, their previous history, their history with children, and the dog situation, not cooperating with investigators or police. So, that's a problem. Rach, just Rach. Hey girl, how you doing? Did TBI FBI ever process their vehicles? From what I understand, I don't know if they processed all of them. That's a good question. But like the red car, yes. Crystal says, blaming, accusations, theories, blackmails, tones of mathematics, buying, selling, who knows what else. But I believe they all have heard a whisper of truth and they refuse to say anything. In my opinion, they know. I agree. Don and Candace are not on anyone's time, only 5 o'clock somewhere. Yes. Yeah. All right. So this is the picture I took. This is Fred Hill's driveway. And this is the driveway that Candace is seen walking down. Now, Fred Hill says, which we listened to, it's probably my last live that I did on this channel, day before yesterday or so. Fred said Don had maybe visited him maybe 10 times in all of the time that they have lived on Ben Hill Road. But he said after Summer went missing, he's been down there probably 100 times. So, and he said that with Ziggy's interview. Did she walk back up that steep? I don't know. I mean, this is steep, but it's not even near as steep as Ben Hill Road. Justin, you could fill in for Jennifer Coolidge, the actress. She's my hero. She really is. She's my hero. Sorry, got off topic there. But, blue lines are lines of vision of people at the moment she would have been, how would she have been taken? You know, boy's bedroom and the living room, you know, window. Right here is where the dog that had her puppies, right? Got Candace and Grandis here, being able to see, oh, look while this picture's taken. There's a dog right there. There's a dog. See right there? Because dogs were everywhere. Everywhere. Don said the TBI must have took a camera that he bought Candace. He has never seen it again. He said Candace liked to take pics, so he bought her a fancy camera. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, you know, notice how the windows, like they're all foiled up or whatever. Nobody, I mean, do you think someone came from over here, went in there and took a little girl whenever there's literally adults standing right here, dogs all the way around it, and you don't know if the door in the basement is open or closed? If something is traumatic to you, you're going to remember that. Michelle says, I'm sus about the missing camera too. Or sorry, Michelle says, there ain't no way that was, I think Stacy, sorry. There ain't no way someone went up on the hill, no way without someone seeing them. There's just not. There's just not. Just not. It's born at night, but not last night. Right? Here's a picture. Now, this is Fred's house. Well, it's a camper thingy, but this is Fred's area, right? And he has a lot of junk cars and all of that. You know, Don and Candace, thank you, Lady May. If they are involved, they seem like Summer is never, sorry kids, that Summer is never going to be found. It seems, in my opinion, they feel confident in that. She's not here. She's nowhere around here. They have said that from day one. No way in 2 minutes, as Candace stated, that's possible. It's no way in 2 minutes, no way in 5 minutes. And then the card team, TBI, and the card team is the FBI. It's part of the FBI. And Hawkins County says no sign of abduction. If she was around there, they would have found her. But I do want to show y'all a video as well. You know, Don Sneaky, this is old, but it says another warrant obtained by News 2 states that the FBI and the Tennessee Highway Patrol had also responded to a home on August 13, 2001, where the residence was searched and Wells was found hiding in a storage room. That time, Wells was arrested for parole violation out of Utah and charged with being a fugitive from justice. The TBI has told reporters that they have not ruled out foul play of the disappearance of Summer Utah Wells. It's interesting. Yes, boys said they saw her last outside. Yeah, they did. They did. But, you know, Don and Candace want to paint the narrative that, you know, I don't ever see Candace ever walking. I don't know if I got a picture of it here. Let me see if I got a picture of it. Walking from right here, you know, to like right over there. I don't see why Candace would walk her daughter halfway back when you can literally see. And she said the door was open. She said the door was open. I'm going to play an interview that Candace did. And it was on, I think, Lips. I gave her the credit. It's also on Ziggy's as well. The link is down below if you want to see it for yourself later. But it's really echoey. But I'm going to try to translate for you so you can hear better, understand it better, at least, hopefully. All right. Now, people are going to say, it's echoing, it's echoing. It's not me. It's just the way it is, but I'll try to translate for you.
Yeah.
I'll tell it to you. And I have no problem telling you.
Good. I'm proud of you.
Candace does, you know, I'll tell it to you. I have no problem telling you.
Okay. I took my mom to the hospital at 8 o'clock that morning.
Mm-hmm.
She took her mom to the hospital 8 o'clock that morning.
Hunter called me on the phone and said, "What are you doing?" I said, I'm sitting out here.
Hunter called me on the phone and she said, "What are you doing?" I'm sitting here.
In the parking lot with Summer waiting on my mom to get out of the hospital.
Sitting here with Summer in the parking lot waiting for my mom to get out of the hospital.
He said, well, Mom said it was okay if you came up for a little bit until Graham got here. You have to leave when she got here.
Hold on.
She got here.
Sherry.
I said, okay, cool. So I went over there.
So Hunter texted Candace wanting for her to come over, and she did.
Allie pretty much shoved Hunter in my face.
Allie pretty much shoved Hunter in her face. Does anyone believe that? Because Allie, the way that she's making it sound, is like, you know, pushing Hunter in your face. Now, Allie didn't seem like she was really involved much that day, as far as, you know, she was, because then she was on the toilet sleeping or something like that.
Made me take him pretty much.
Right.
Made me take him pretty much.
To hurry you out of there.
And I had to go pick up my mom. I was like, I gotta
And I had to go pick up my mom
go. I don't get my mom from the hospital. I gotta go.
from the
So
hospital.
Hunter rode with us to the fucking hospital. We picked up
So Hunter, we go back to the hospital.
my mom. We went and put her
Pick up my mom.
prescription in. We stopped it. Okay, we stopped it.
Pick up her prescription, or something about. Hold on.
We went and put her prescription in.
We went and put her prescription in.
We stopped it. Okay, we stopped it a couple places. I stopped at a smoke shop. I got mom some sparks.
Stopped at the smoke shop. Got mom bars or
I don't even remember what it was. Some kind of alcohol drink.
Okay. This is what I want to show you guys here. Okay. I want to show you how good Candace lies. How good she lies. She doesn't even flinch. Because we know that Candace bought those adult beverages for H, who is well below drinking age, right? Well below. Doesn't flinch. Watch this.
couple places. I stopped at a smoke shop. I got mom some sparks, or I don't even remember what it was. Some kind of alcohol drink, iced tea or something she wanted.
I got mom sparks or iced tea or whatever she wanted. Angela, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Pinocchio's sister, yeah. Yeah. Doesn't even flinch. Got her sparks, iced tea. We know she's lying. We know she's lying. Candace is a good liar. She comes from the streets. She does. That's how Don and Candace met.
Oh,
I got it from my mom. We left, and then we went to the hippie place, and I bought these
Got it from my mom. We left, and then we went to the hippie place.
nicotine, they're rainbow nicotine things.
Got these rainbow nicotine things
I've been smoking. So I was trying to quit smoking.
that we smoke because we're trying to quit smoking.
the dispos
And
or
then we
whatever.
went to Walgreens, dropped our prescriptions.
And then after we dropped off her prescription,
They're disposable ones.
Yep. Okay.
yeah, the disposable ones.
And so after we went there, we went to Walgreens, dropped
Yeah, so after we went there, we went to Walgreens,
our prescription. They said it'd be 20, 30 minutes.
dropped off the prescription, said it would be 20 or 30 minutes.
So I said, well, why we waiting? Might as well go over here to the horse stables to the pond.
So while we're waiting, we might as well go over to the horse stable or pond. Yes, because that's the normal thing for you and I to do, right? Every time I go to pick up a prescription, when I have 20 or 30 minutes, I just go jump in a lake. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. I bet you that's exactly what all of you guys do in here as well. I mean, yeah, let's go jump in a lake. Here we go.
Pond, and I let Summer play in the pond. Hunter disappeared into the woods.
Okay, so we got there. I think she said Summer was playing in a pond.
To the pond.
She said Summer was playing in the pond. It's a lake.
And I let Summer play in the pond.
I let Summer play in the pond.
Hunter disappeared into the woods.
Hunter disappeared in the woods. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace you may. Why? Was it for him to drink his alcohol? Now, I don't know if this is even related, but I do know that they took like a picnic set from their house when Summer went missing. There was a picnic set, and we have that on an evidence sheet. Did Candace ever take that? Did she take that picnic set with her that day? I don't know. Don't know. But I do know that they took one. Was it for June 15th? Couldn't tell you. But why is Hunter going in the woods? Is it to drink? But to disappear in the woods, to disappear in the woods, does that mean for 5 minutes? Because you was only there 15, 20 minutes, right? Which I don't know how you get in a bathing suit and then have your kid play in the water and say, as soon as, she jumps in the water, it's basically time to get out. Doesn't make sense. Like, you can get a kid out of water in 20 minutes. It takes, no.
And then he comes back out, and I go like, ooh, I'm chilling,
Hold on.
And then he comes back out, and I go like, ooh, I'm chilling,
And then he comes back out and he's like, ooh, I'm chilling or whatever.
Like summer was on all these rocks and shit, and there was no rocks around at all.
I can't understand. I understand there's rocks, but
Like summer was on all these rocks and shit, and there was no rocks around at all.
Yeah.
Is Lips in here? If Lips is in here, I would like, let me know. Because she says something about rocks, and then I hear there's no rocks around. Does that mean anything? I don't know.
We got back in my mom's truck.
We got back in my mom's truck.
We went back over to Walgreens, picked that.
We went back over to Walgreens and picked up
I went to try
prescription.
I left Summer hungry in the vehicle for 5 fucking minutes.
I went to Priceless. I left Summer and H in the vehicle for 5 effing minutes. 5 effing minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Right.
At Priceless.
At Priceless.
And then I took Hunter home, and me and my mom and Summer come back home, and we were.
Okay, and then I took Hunter home.
And we were planting flowers. I did some laundry, I put groceries away.
Hold on.
And we were planting flowers. I did some laundry, I put groceries.
Okay, and then we were planting flowers, laundry.
I did all this stuff.
Right.
And then
Planting flowers, laundry.
And then I took Hunter home, and me and my mom and Summer come back home, and we were planting flowers. I did some laundry, I put groceries away. I did all this stuff.
She said she put something away. I don't know if she said laundry, but she put something away. I don't know if it'll captions this. We'll see.
Right.
And then when I come back in the house after
Captions won't work.
Summer wanted to come back over.
So after we went back in the house.
You got these candy from Rabbits. You want to come back over?
How did she say that? I want to listen to that.
Right.
And then when I come back in the house.
And when I come back in the house.
After Summer wanted to come back over.
After Summer wanted to come back over.
You got these candy from Rabbits.
And get a piece of candy from Grandma's.
You want to come back over with the boys. And they were all sitting here in the living room.
So she came back over with the boys. That's weird. That's weird how she says that.
In the kitchen area at the time.
Right.
Okay. So this is interesting part right here.
I just wanted to come back over with the boys. And they were all sitting here in the living room, in the kitchen area.
Okay, so she went back in with the boys, and they were all sitting here in the living room and the kitchen area.
At the time, watching.
At the time, watching.
I want to say they were watching Minecraft.
That's what
I
my
want to say they're watching Minecraft.
kids
That's
do
what
too.
they always watch.
Yeah, mine too.
Okay.
I understand that.
So I walked back over half.
Okay.
Halfway where I could see her walking in the house, perfectly fine with the boys that both doors open. Halfway where I could see her walking in the house, perfectly.
Hello? No? Okay, if Lips or Angel wants to come up, you're welcome to. No, Jack, 'cause I haven't talked to her in a minute. So Lips or Angel wants to come up, or both. That's absolutely fine.
Perfectly fine with the boys was at both doors open.
Yeah.
Because it was hot that day.
Yeah.
It's hard to understand that part.
I understand that.
So I walked her back over halfway where I could see her
So I walked her about half over,
walking in the house.
watched her walk in the house.
Perfectly fine with the boys was at both doors open.
Yeah.
Because it was
She said the door. Did she say both doors open or one door open?
halfway where I could see her walking in the house. Perfectly fine with the boys was at both doors open.
Yeah.
Because it was hot that day.
I don't know if she says both doors open or one door open. I know she says a door is opened. So the front door is at least open. Little nasal drip there, can.
That day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I went back over to my mom.
Here's Lips. Hey,
Hi.
Lips.
Hello.
How are you, dear?
Good. You're looking at my wall. I don't know. I've never been in a whatever you're using. I don't know what
Oh,
you're
okay. Yeah, I use Melon.
Oh.
So it's hard to understand.
I know it.
But this is an important interview.
Yes, it is.
It's a very important interview. And what is your thoughts on it?
I'm a lot of the stuff, I'm kind of like don't remember all the details. Re-listening to it, it would trigger me. But in here, I do remember that she says that she went to the pharmacy. I think it was 3 different times. She said she went to the pharmacy, then with Summit or something like that, and then or went to Catch 22. Like you'll have to. I don't know if it's there at that part yet, but if you listen, you'll hear pharmacy more than you're supposed to.
Okay, so she says pharmacy more than once.
Yeah, she said she'd gone there. Different, like the order wasn't proper, and she put the pharmacy in there 3 times. Like she went there, and then she went and picked up the prescription. Then she said she went somewhere else, and then she goes, and then I went and picked up the prescription. So.
Yeah, it's
somebody else actually caught it. I didn't even catch it.
It's interesting how, why weren't they originally supposed to be going to a water park later in the day?
Allegedly, yeah.
Right. So why would you go swimming twice that day? Why would you go swimming for 20 minutes?
I thought it was because they were waiting on the prescription. Is what I thought was said. But the water park thing, somebody else could probably correct me better. But I thought that was going to be like over the weekend, or it got changed to the following Monday or Tuesday or something. Like from the day she came up missing, but something like that. So that got changed. Yeah. Like all the plans got changed. Not only did that get changed, Journey had to go home out of the blue. Remember? The same day, Friday.
Journey, yes. They sent her to
her
grandma's. Yeah.
Grandma didn't know she was coming. And Candace has told me that Candace went and dropped Journey off, and Candace has also said she went and dropped Journey off. So there's real confusion on a lot of those stories. I don't remember what Marlena said, who it was. I think she said Candace. I have to go back and look.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to play some more of this, and we'll see if we can translate.
For like maybe 5 minutes to fix her knee brace.
Right.
So she went over to. She was over at Candace's 2 to 5 minutes.
And when I walked back over there, I asked the boys where Summer was. They said
when she walked. You want to translate? Go for it. You're probably better than I am. So
yeah, when she left there, she went and asked the boys where Summer was.
Okay.
So we're already past
what's that?
We're way past the pharmacy stuff.
Yeah. She went downstairs to play with her toys.
So that's when she says, "Oh, she fell off." Okay, there she is. Okay. So then she says she went there, what, 2 to 5? She was over there 2 to 5 minutes. And then, let me just back up just a tit-tat.
Then I went back over to my mom's for like maybe two, maybe 5 minutes to fix her knee brace.
Right.
And when I walked back over there, I asked the boys where Summer was.
Asked the boys where Summer was.
They said she went downstairs to play with her toys.
She still got her teeth. And look in the background, you guys can see the house and what they were doing and stuff. You can see where those stairs were and railings and.
So then she went to see Summer wanted to go play with her toys, according to Candace.
Yep.
So right, so
at the time there was a bar here.
Yeah,
where these railings are at the time.
so that's where the bar
Yeah.
used to be, but they put regular steps in it finally, right?
Well, the steps were there, but they put the railings on there. Yeah.
They put the railings rather than the bar.
Yeah, and I think Benny ripped, or Cam or somebody ripped the bar out and Don didn't want him to, or something like that.
Yeah.
There was a bar here.
Okay.
And I went around the bar because I always do. And I yelled for the kids.
She looked around the bar because she always do, like around inside that hole.
Yeah, and she yells
Yep.
like she always does.
Kids from above.
Yeah.
And they always answer me, including
They always answer me,
Summer.
including Summer.
Well, that day she didn't answer me. So I went downstairs and checked everywhere, through their room, through our room, under the bed, everywhere.
Okay, so the captions are working finally.
They're working. Yeah.
Woohoo! The
Actually,
captions are
I was
working.
say that. Check out those captions.
So going through our room, everywhere,
Under
everywhere.
the bed. Yeah. That under the bed part didn't pick up, but yeah.
Everywhere. I even looked out the back door and screamed and hollered for her. I couldn't find nowhere. I come back up the stairs and asked.
So she looked under the beds and everywhere, and she even looked.
I said, "Are you sure she didn't come back up?"
So and then she went back upstairs, and she tells the boys, "Are you sure she didn't come back upstairs?"
Notice how fast she's talking to. That's not Candace normally.
Yes.
You go back out the door. And they said, yes, Mom, she stayed downstairs.
Yes, Mom, she stayed downstairs.
Yep.
What do you mean stayed downstairs? What, I mean, 2 to 5 minutes. You wouldn't say she stayed downstairs. You would say she just went downstairs.
Right, or never came back. Yeah.
Right, or never came. But she stayed downstairs. I mean, I'm not trying to like, but it's, yes, well, other people are getting it in the chat. They're understanding the same thing that I'm saying.
Okay.
She stayed downstairs. Well, you would, I mean, if you was downstairs, like if someone said, you know, hey, Dad, where's so-and-so? And they just went downstairs within the last 2 to 5 minutes. I'd be like, oh, well, they just went downstairs.
Yep. Yeah. I think that's a natural thing.
Yeah, it's a natural thing. It just, not she stayed downstairs. Jackie,
I think she just asked them, though, are you sure she didn't come back up? And then they said, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Still makes sense what you're saying, though.
But the thing is, if she came back up, Candace and Candace are sitting there in the doorway of the camper, and the door's wide open, so they're going to see her come out the front door.
Right, because I think Candace was sitting on the steps there by the door.
Right. She was sitting there on the steps.
Yeah.
So why would you say, are you sure she didn't come back up? I mean, if she came back up and she came out, she walked out the front door, which would be right in front of the camper.
Right.
I mean, it's
the one thing that kind of sticks to me, and everybody always asks, and I never talk about it, is when Chris McDonough or whoever it was pointed out the whole spot where she slows down talking about.
Oops, she booted again. She'll be right back.
Did not come back up.
Oh, man.
And then she was gone from there.
And then she didn't come back up, and then she was gone from there.
Yep.
So what was you saying before you? You said the one thing people always ask me about.
They kind of want my opinion. I don't really talk about it, but that thing about her jumping, like when they got home and doing the groceries and Summer was sleeping, and she just jumped right up I don't know, something about that keeps bothering me.
She jumped right up. That saying, yeah. She just jumped right up. Now listen, if Summer went to sleep, what did they say about 3-4 minutes before she got home? Like it was real short before she got home, right? So if she did that right before she got home, I don't think she's going to jump right up if you just went to sleep.
I mean, well, I guess maybe if she maybe just fell asleep at the end of the driveway, maybe. But
right, but you're going to be, if you're sleepy like that, you're not going to just jump right up. I've never seen anybody just jump right up like that after being asleep for a few minutes like that.
Not without being dizzy or something.
Right. So. Okay, let's.
You didn't, when you opened the door and was yelling for her, you didn't hear anything or notice anything?
I've told the cops that 4 fucking times.
Okay, can you understand what she's saying here?
Yeah, rewind the part where right before she said 4 times.
Okay.
And they said, yes, Mom, she stayed downstairs. She did not come back up.
Oh, man.
And then she was gone from there.
You didn't, when you opened the door and was yelling for her, you didn't hear anything or notice anything?
I've told the cops that 4 fucking times in a row.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, and I told the cop. Oh, she wasn't worried about what I was asking. She was worried about proving that story belonged to the same, or was the same exact story she told the cops.
Very rehearsed.
Yes. That's why I was saying, remember, you guys pay attention to how fast she's talking.
She's talking fast, yeah.
And,
she doesn't.
If you'd like to go back to the little pharmacy thing, I really would like you guys to hear that.
Okay. We can do that. Where was it at?
Oh.
I got it from my mom. We left. And then we went to the hippie place. And I bought these nicotine, they're rainbow nicotine things that I've been smoking. So I was trying to quit smoking.
Mm-hmm. The dispos
and then we went to Walgreens, dropped our prescriptions. Yeah, they're disposable ones.
Yep. Okay.
And so after we left there, we went to Walgreens, dropped our prescription. They said it'd be 20-30 minutes. So I said, well, why are we waiting? We might as well go over here to the horse stables to the pond. And I let Summer play in the pond. Hunter disappeared into the woods. And then he comes back out, and I go like, ooh, I'm chilling, you know, and I feel like Summer was on all these rocks and shit, and there was no rocks around at all.
Yeah. You're right.
We got back in my mom's truck. We went back over to Walgreens, picked that stuff up. I went to Price's. I let Summer and Hunter in the vehicle.
What's that?
That's twice Walgreens, right?
Yeah, I think she was talking about. I think she was talking about Walgreens as in the fact of she was going there to drop it off and then she went back to pick it up.
Right, and I think right here, while she's talking really fast, I think it's one more time.
Yes.
Was it last time? I spoke to her today. I talked to her video chat yesterday. She's home.
Anything you have told, please and thanks.
I think you've not told. I got lots. It's not about coming from her, but all the other stuff that I wasn't able to ever do anything with.
So is she back on Ben Hill?
I would assume. I know that for sure she's back in Tennessee, though. Did you guys see her video of her arriving in Tennessee?
No.
Oh, she posted a video.
Oh, she popped down again. I don't know why she keeps popping down. All right, let's pop it back to here. Lips joined. Okay, so
on her Can channel.
Yeah, so she did a video of her arriving in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very rehearsed, in my opinion.
Yep. But yeah, she'll say it again. She'll say she went to get groceries and then or something. Then she'll say, and I went back to the pharmacy to pick up the prescription.
Yeah.
After she already just said she picked it up. So.
Yes. Okay.
I always do. And I yell.
I'm not saying like a kid, but when I lose something or I can't find it, I notice anything.
I've told the cops that 4 fucking times in a row.
If you
the same story I just told you.
Yeah.
I've told it 5 times in a effing row, the same story I told you.
Yeah, I told
Which-
the cops that 5 times or four times.
Yeah. So she's pretty much saying it's rehearsed.
Yeah. If you
believe me,
like, say when I lose something, like a anything, like a pencil, it doesn't
embarrassing.
matter. I'm not saying like a kid, but when I lose something or I can't find it, I have to like backstep everything.
I'm like, not like I've ever lost a kid or anything, but
Well, I know, but you're trying to put it in perspective for her is what you're
yeah,
trying to do.
I'm trying to walk her backwards, and she wouldn't have it.
Right.
Thing I did, so I gotta like relive it all, and I gotta think really hard. Like, say when you opened that door and you were yelling for her, you didn't like hear anything or notice anything different or just anything like
I
that.
didn't hear nothing.
Nothing. She heard nothing.
Yeah,
There was nothing. It was pure silence.
silent.
Pure silence. And let me tell you something. Ben Hill Road, the only thing you hear is birds chirping. That is it. It is silent.
Like eerily silent. Oh wow.
Silent. You don't hear cars. You don't hear nothing. It's just like you're out in the middle of the woods. There's nothing. It's weird. Yes.
I don't see chat, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there you are.
Sorry about that. All right, let's continue.
Ooh, Jackie.
Yeah.
And then when I left out in my mom's truck to go look for
Yeah,
her,
but
after I called
Okay, so she said when I want to replay this part. This is important.
silence.
Yeah.
And then when I left out in my mom's truck to go
So then I got in my mom's truck
look for her,
Mhm.
after I called Donnie and the police.
after I called the
Don.
what?
Don and the police.
After I called Dawn and the police. She got in her mom's truck. Why am I getting blocked? You're probably not, no Mohawk, you're not getting blocked. It's slow mode's on, honey. Slow mode's on. You're not getting blocked.
Gypsy, honey, you know that it was recorded with an echo. It's not Justin.
Yeah,
I had-
yeah. For those people just coming in, it's not an echo. This is the way it's recorded.
Okay.
I went out in my mom's truck and I went all the way down as far as Beach.
I went all the way down what street?
I think she went down. Beach Creek. Sorry, she went. Down Beach
She
Creek.
went down Beach Creek
To the church. Come all the way
to the church.
all the way down to Simpson in the road.
And then down. Oh, okay. I guess she said then she went down Simpson Road. I thought Simpson Road was Beach Creek.
She said she went down all the way down Simpson
Oh,
Road. Okay.
And then I
Yeah, to the
Go ahead.
church. Okay, she went down Beach Creek, down to the church, all the way down to Simpson Road, I guess, and then she went all the way the other way.
Now, my question is, why would you
No,
think?
that girl.
Why would you think that she could get to Simpson Road in just that little bit of time?
And if in a second here, you're gonna hear her say that she got back before the cops,
Yes.
or like maybe one, and then she corrects herself and says maybe 1 or 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I went back in the holler.
I got back in the holler.
Come back out. Let's come back out. 45.
Do you hear what she said?
We might have to rewind that a little second. I might be hearing something. Like I might be saying it in the wrong order.
To the church. Come all the way down to Simpson in the road. And then I went back in the holler. And come back out. Let's come back out. 45 minutes later, the cops finally.
Okay.
He did the circle around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Simpson Loop. And then she went all the way down in the holler.
Justin keeps kicking me out too.
I don't know why it keeps kicking you out. I don't understand. And then 45 minutes later, she said the cops show up.
Yeah.
So The call went in at 6:36, 6:26, wasn't it? 6:26.
23 and 26, I think.
6:23, maybe, or something like that. 6:23, 6:26. And 45 minutes later, she's saying the cops showed up.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I would like to compare all that to the real timeline of what was going on. Because when
Yeah.
we're listening to it, we don't remember exactly. I mean, some people might. You know, they might catch where she's messing up or whatever, but I feel Hunter was doing drugs in the woods. She threw him on
Yeah.
the selling.
Okay, let me find some.
Teresa. Yes, you guys, Sissy is Perry Harden. Don't you know?
All right, let me find it.
He showed up out here.
Right. Right. Damn. That's a long time. You didn't notice any.
That's the same story I told the cops 4 times in a row.
Right.
You
sorry.
I could.
That's what I've told the cops, you all, the private eyes.
Yeah, she's trying to make sure I'm believing her.
I could tell that story till I die.
I know.
I could tell that story till I die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Iris. Oh yeah. Didn't they put the dogs in Candace's truck? Or am I don't remember what truck they were putting. I guess I can't.
The dogs in Grandis's truck?
They just said that the reason. Okay, Iris Kessler, or whatever. The reason Grandma's truck wasn't searched because it was filled full of dogs. Convenient, huh? Was it her truck that they went in?
Candace drove their truck, or Grandis's truck. When did Candace have time to do laundry that day like she said she did? Well, she said she did laundry. They planted cactuses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where did none of that was put in that story? See, that's what I meant. Like we're gonna have to compare the two because we're not thinking about the real version that was told when we're listening to like this.
Yes.
You're
That's
so
why
right.
if the car went there, they'd hear it right away. Oh, you hear anything there. I mean, the dogs meet you down at
Beautiful.
the last time I was there, just in June, obviously there was no dogs there. But every other time that I went there, the dogs meet you at the driveway before you get out of your car.
Right. Yep.
And then they'll stay there and they'll bark at you a little while and then they'll go back up the hill.
Because that's what happened. That's what you remember. You're not going to forget something that happened. You know what I mean? That really happened. You're going to forget a lot. You're not going to forget what happened. I just wonder, like, if we could backstep a little bit.
Jody was standing.
That's what I was going to ask.
Jody was standing down there on the corner.
Okay. So
I had to tell. Is she talking about Jody Sue?
Yeah. I don't know why she keeps dropping y'all. I'm sorry. Jody Sue Brown said they heard. Sorry you keep dropping lips. Sorry you keep dropping.
I had to tell Candace before this conversation that Jody Sue said she was down there by the driveway and whatever, and was wet. And then she goes and adds it to the story here. And then later on adds it to the rest of when she was talking to like Benny and all that. That's how that got added. I told her that. That's what Jody Sue said.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't tell Chris she did laundry that day either. No, she didn't. She sure didn't.
Marlena says that she didn't get a call till 7:30, and she's the one, which I know is wrong. And because I got the timestamp from the actual phone company of the phone she used. It was 6:17. But and that she's the one who told Candace to call the cops or whatever because, you know, I don't know, it could be dangerous or something like that. I have to pull that one out. That I was telling you that for some reason, but I already forgot.
What's it? What's that?
I was going to tell you something about what Marlena said, but I forgot what the topic was that we were just talking about.
Okay. It's okay.
On her property?
And she keeps telling her, but she was soaking wet.
And she keeps telling everybody she was soaking wet.
Right, and she doesn't remember I'm the one who told her that.
From walking through the creek and all this. She wasn't wet.
She was walking in the creek.
She wasn't wet at all. She was dry to a bone.
She wasn't walking in the creek. She was dry as a bone.
Yeah, because remember, Jody said she was walking through the creek. There was needles, all that. Batgirl, which crystal?
Justin, how do you think the dogs weren't around? Oh, I do think the dogs were around.
There was puppies.
Yeah, there was puppies.
There had to at least be
Yes.
a mama dog and all that.
I mean, I just showed you a picture of the front and the backyard, and both
Gypsy's house.
photos had dogs in them.
Right. No, Gypsy, she doesn't. You know, you guys know what she sounds like when she's drinking. Here, she's talking a mile a minute.
Yeah, she's not drunk here at all. She's not drunk here at all.
Batgirl, she got money from me the next day after allegedly she got that $300. She asked me to buy her a pack of cigarettes, so I sent her $6. Just the last, I guess it been like, I don't know, a few days ago, I sent her another $5. She tells me your cigarettes cost $5. Well, then I hear Lip Lock say cigarettes are like almost $10 or something, or somebody said that. So now I'm like, oh, what the hell is she wanting all this $6, $5 and stuff from me for? But then I hear that she got 300, and then all the other blow up happened. So.
Alex, maybe you're right. Maybe Alex says, Justin, I thought Candace did say the laundry to Chris, something about a bulldozer. You're right. Yeah. Yes. There's so much to this case, and so many people have said so much that it's insanity sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. Okay. Marlena says that she was standing in the kitchen cooking, and when she looked out to Summer's swing, she was gone.
Yes.
That's right. So that's what I was trying to get.
But you see, Lips, that would be a more believable story. That would be a more believable story. Summer is already outside. Right.
And she wouldn't have had reason to lie to Marlena, because I guess the conversation between Marlena and her was, do I call the cops? Does Journey know of any hiding places that Summer would be? Stuff like that.
Yeah. That would be a more believable story. I mean, it would still be, someone coming up there, up on the hill, knowing someone lives up there to begin with, but knowing that there's a little girl in the basement alone and going in your house in 2 to 5 minutes, if she was out swinging, it's more believable. But
it got weird. Yes, she's inside of a home. Like, yeah. When's the last conversation with Marlena? Oh God, I don't know. I had to stop talking to her. She was expensive, man. I'm not saying like she asked for money all the time, but it was like, will you pay my phone bill? Will you give me gas to bring?
Oh, she fell again. I think she probably asked to have her phone bill paid.
All the
Lips,
time.
I think she asked people to have her phone bill paid probably 5 times a month at least.
Yeah. I can tell you some things about her. I'd rather just put it out, and that way it'll trigger my memory on everything, because I had conversations with her I didn't record. I only recorded the stuff that she wanted me to.
Right.
Or would allow me to.
Where Summer says the Wells dogs was put into the green Suburban when the cops brought their dogs up there. See, that's crappy in itself. All those dogs put in one vehicle. Yeah, can you imagine contaminating anything?
Yeah, no. Right, and that's
all those dogs.
That's where that box was too, was with those dogs then, if it was there at that time. Batgirl, Marlena says 7:30 for some reason, and she will stick to that. But I got the ladies. She used somebody else's phone when she was calling Candace or whatever, or the vice versa, because she was staying there. So the lady went and got her your phone records or whatever, to make sure what time, and it was 6:17 that they talked for the first time. But they called each other twice. Like, she went and looked for Summer and then called her back and was like asking her more stuff.
So Candace talked to Marlena?
Yeah, before the cops were called. It was 6:17.
Wow.
She was like, ask Journey where Summer might be hiding at. You guys have any cool hiding places? Did you guys have anything like that?
That's insane.
Yeah.
Damn. Like, yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, okay, so when you left, did you notice Jody Sue down there before you seen her? Like, when you took off to go look for Summer, What was Jody Sue doing at that time? Was she down there still, or didn't you see anything or notice anything?
I didn't see her until the last minute. Look, I went out.
What did she say?
Oh
I
my
didn't see her
God.
till the last
Oh my
minute.
God, Beto, you're so right. Unless she was on the move when they talked. No, Candace didn't. Marlena used somebody else's phone because she don't have, any money.
6:17. Candace Wells was on.
Yeah, so she would have had to have her mom's phone if she was talking, because it was an actual phone call.
Well, Candace did she throw her phone down or Dawn? She threw her phone down.
Because AT&T, which her Candace's phone was, who she just put minutes on, had minutes. Candace didn't have minutes or anything, and it didn't have service anyway.
Yeah.
That's why they went and bought AT&T phones after that.
Well, the last time I was there in June, and I was streaming at the bottom of Ben Hill Road. I couldn't believe it.
If you got AT&T, because I get service that where other people don't. Yeah.
I got AT&T. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Yep.
My driveway, and she was standing there. I'm trying to explain to you. I have to show you where the creek is and where she was standing.
Right.
For you to
Now, see, I can't.
Yeah, she's just trying to explain where she was standing, like, by her flower bed. Or no. She actually tells me she's standing left towards coming out of her driveway. If you're looking towards Jody Sue's, she'd be left, so towards Beach Creek by Blue Roof Don's, but at the end of her driveway.
Yeah.
Right. For you to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
When you go on my driveway, you take left, and then you take an immediate right.
You go my driveway, you make a left, and then you make immediate right.
Okay, yeah.
She was right there.
I don't know where the immediate right would be.
I don't either.
I don't remember that part. Yeah. Unless she meant like right and then immediately left into Jody's. She probably got them backwards. So maybe
on the side of the road. She was not wet at all. Not even
she was not wet at all.
The fuck was she doing?
So I said, have you seen Summer? She said no. I
asked her if she's seen Summer. She said no.
Okay, I gotta go.
Okay, I gotta go.
And then I come up to the stop sign where my other
Okay, and then I went to the stop sign.
neighbor lives.
Yep.
Out here. On the end of Ben Hill Road at Beach Creek.
At the end of Beach Creek.
And I talked to Dawn and Caroline and their kids. I said,
she talked to who? Oh, shit.
I wasn't paying attention.
Sorry. She talked to who?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen to
and
this.
then I come up to the stop sign where my other neighbor lives.
Yep.
Out here. On the end of Ben Hill Road at Beach Creek. And I talked to Dawn and Caroline and their kids.
Don, Blue Roof Don.
What's that?
Talk to Blue Roof Don.
Blue Roof Don, okay.
Yeah.
At the end of the road there.
Yep.
I said, did you see Summer? They said no.
Have you seen Summer? They said no.
We ain't seen her. They all start searching their property, start searching their grass, start searching the creek bed, everything.
So they're all searching. They're searching the creek bed. They're searching everywhere.
Man. But, it seems like if
Caroline
somebody
and
was
Dawn, my neighbors down here on the bottom, they were combing every part of the area they could comb.
They were told. They said they were combing every area they could comb.
Our property, their property, Jody's property.
Our property, their property, Jody Sue's property.
Everywhere.
Okay, so you guys were on Jody's property?
Just like vanished.
Right. There's got to be
I
some.
already had a search team going before the cops got here.
Good, yeah.
I already had a search team going before the cops got here.
Yeah.
Yep. Did Jody Sue act like, oh my God, it's an emergency? Or did she just kind of act like,
No, she just act like, okay. Whatever.
That's fucked up. Because I'm worried about what she might have done or had done. What time did Baltimore get home that day, or don't you know? I said Baltimore. I meant Andy.
I don't even know.
Because she said that.
Yeah, I don't even know.
That Andy pulled in around the same time Don did.
Yes, and that's what she still tells. She said they were all right there at Blue House Dawn's, and as soon as Dawn pulled in, Andy pulled in right behind him.
Yeah.
Like they
That's possible, but I don't know exactly what time that was.
Do you know what she says there?
No, I was reading Angel Talks Too Fast comment.
Okay.
That's right. She's so right.
And I wonder where he's at. And what about her son? Like, what is going on with her son? Why does she not talk about him no more? She puts him in the story as hearing the scream, and then she doesn't talk about him no more after that. She doesn't put him anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he vanished.
Yeah.
Like he vanished.
Yep. But I heard her talking to
Yeah,
him.
I
He's
don't
there.
know.
He's
I
there
wish-
with
I wish
her.
I knew.
I think he lives inside the house with his grandma or whatever.
I don't
She
know
said,
what
"Are
I'm
you
talking
going to
about
bed?"
there.
And then she said something about, "Before I blah blah blah, I'll come in there," or something. She said. I can't figure out like what she says because I don't know her riddles and I don't know why she's doing it or what she's trying to say.
I wish I knew.
I know,
Thanks,
me
Mohawk.
too.
Yeah, she was making spaghetti there or
And
something.
she's got that black cat, but it's got white on it.
Drives me nuts.
I think Cam was
I
coming
bet.
over.
I bet, honey. I bet. There's no words to say to express how upset a mom can be, you know? Especially their baby, their only, like, daughter that they got, you know, like, you have. Like, I know you got other daughters, but...
Probably the only mistake that I made was calling Donnie first because that's automatically.
The first, probably the only mistake she ever made was calling Dawn first. But she said that was automatically.
I always call Donnie first.
That's
That's automatic. That's just something I do.
I call my
She calls her husband first.
husband first before anything.
I always want an opinion, you know, like am I?
I don't think that's weird. I don't think that's weird. I don't think that's weird.
Like I would have to because like I always gotta be like, all right, am I overreacting? Does this even make sense? You know, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, as long as it's get here, I'm calling 911. You know.
Yeah, right.
Like, I always want his opinion on something.
He told me, hang up and call the cops. So I had to throw the phone down that I had and run to my mom's and get her phone because AT&T the only one that.
You know what she's saying there?
Yeah, she had to throw her phone down and then go over to her mom's and get the AT&T phone, you know, or something like that.
She threw her phone down.
Yeah. Or I had to throw the phone down. I think she doesn't even claim it, I don't think.
Only one that pick up in the area.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, when I dial 911 from my phone log on my phone calls,
you can dial 911. Yeah, she's trying to say the funny thing is when I dial 911 from my phone, but everybody knows if you don't have service, no matter what, every phone can dial 911.
Right.
My spray top?
Yeah.
It was deleted.
It was deleted.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, 911 phone call was deleted. They deleted everything.
911 phone call was deleted.
Yeah, like in erase it. And why would that even be brought up right now? Why is she thinking about what she's gonna wrap up her sentence with or her topic with instead of just talking about it? You know what I mean? Like she's constantly wrapping it up with, "Do you believe me?" Like you know. And if you and I got that from the behavior panel. So yeah. She's always trying to just like make sure I'm believing her. So I keep doing that. I always, make her think that, and then
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
And Don says all three of their phones, Candace, Dawn, were deleted from what 3:30 to 6 or 6:30
something.
3:30 on. Why is that? They don't delete your phones; they copy them.
Yep. and it doesn't take anything off of it.
No,
Like, it's just a copy. Yeah.
it's just a copy. That's it.
And they can actually do that just from phone to phone, right there, sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
So.
And you know, the next day, after they went to AT&T and got new phones.
Right.
As
I'm
well.
wondering if they even got their phones back, but because Hunter never got his back.
That's correct. He never got his back. Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Washington County.
It was deleted. The 911 call deleted. No.
Right.
Well, this is it. If you called Candace, the records won't be deleted.
No.
They can pull the records.
Yes.
Remember that, girl.
And it's always on the other end, anyways. Like,
Yeah.
Pink Butterfly. I know you keep asking that. I don't like to tell anything because sometimes people take it as like facts or like I know something I'm not supposed to. I really do think it was an accident cover up. I asked her that one day, kind of nonchalantly, and she looked real surprised and like really like shocked, almost like she was gonna cry. And she's like, "No," like question. It was like questionable. No.
Yeah.
So, like she couldn't believe I was asking her and didn't have anything to say about it.
I mean, you still talk with them and you want to keep your relationship, you know, and I understand.
Right.
You know, I get it. Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh,
By
hell
the
no.
police.
Why? What?
I don't know.
What else was like deleted? What would on your phones? And how come Hunter don't have his phone back? People are
And
speculating.
another funny thing is, my mom's phone that I called 911 from, the AT&T phone.
Yeah.
Her when I dialed 911 from her phone, it was deleted off her phone too.
Oh, what?
Oh, Candace's phone was deleted too. Candace's phone was deleted too.
Yeah. It's like my mom's phone, the AT&T phone, you know, and yeah. Yeah. But that doesn't even fit into the story because right now, you got to remember, she's just now telling me, like, the cops came and they were searching. Why the, you know, the phone stuff now and in that moment?
911 would call back if the call was cut off.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, they would. But
Ooh, I don't know about no service though.
you know, there's going to be records.
Or
There's
not
going
no
to be
service, but no
paper records, you know, and all that, you know. She is going to know. Interesting.
The fuck? Do you think it's so you guys get your times messed up or something? Or so you guys can't get your own information off of it? Like, so you can't make up a story or something? I don't know. Like, what are those things up there in the ceiling? Is that...
Yep.
They're not wires. Are those your pipes?
Yep.
What are those?
So they don't freeze in the winter.
Oh!
So they don't freeze in the
Fucking
winter.
great idea!
Sorry.
That's the best idea. I didn't think of
Yeah,
that.
them on water.
Yes, that's the pipes
Yes.
running through. So
It just surprised me because, like, you know, up here they're under the house and there's heat tape.
Well, yeah, here I mean, you know, we both live in cold climates during the winter, and
yeah,
I mean, you live in colder climate than I do, even, but it's pipes freeze sometimes. They just freeze, you know. And
they do.
They
warm burst.
Heat tape around, yeah.
That's awesome.
A lot of my stuff, you'll hear that nervous laugh. Like, I laugh at the inappropriate times.
It's to fill in something. It's a nervous laugh.
You just
I don't have nothing to say. Like,
it's to fill in something.
I mean, like a PVC pipe, like a bigger
It's
PVC
better than
pipe.
letting them freeze every year.
Well, right, and that's what I was saying. You should just stick them in a PVC pipe and then, like, maybe cut the end off and stick it flat to the wall. Maybe
like
up in the corner.
A pipe in half so it's flat up to
Well, we're gonna
to put her pipes up against. I was trying to explain to her, like, she can take, like, a PVC pipe, cut it long ways in half, and stick it up against the wall or anything and stick those pipes in there so they don't have to be hanging. But whatever. She said she was going to decorate them and paint them or something. I don't know.
Justin, have they confirmed that both mom and dad called 911? Isn't that right? There's so much that happened that maybe I'm crazy for thinking that. It is alleged that Dawn also called.
Yeah. It was 6:23 and 6:26, I think.
So my thing is, you know, the 911 calls may have been deleted, but I don't think they necessarily meant to delete the 911 part. I think they would try to delete everything.
Right. And yeah, you can't just pick a time. Oh, well, 3:30 on, you would have to individually go and do that.
Right. So.
And it's starting to come out or be questioned that he was even at work during the day. Like he was at work at the end of the day. We know that for a fact.
Yes.
We don't know if he was there all day.
That girl says one transferred from one county to another. Yes. Yeah, it says mom went for a walk. That's when Lips comes back. I don't know why she keeps getting kicked off, but Lips, why do you think that dispatcher, in your opinion, said mom went for a walk?
My opinion
Yeah.
is that's what I assume Don would have called and said, look, my wife went for a walk. Now she come back home. She can't find Summer. It's been said she went down to Fred's. It's been assumed that she met up with Jody Sue maybe at the end of the driveway. So like there's that, I think, is why she left twice. I think the first time she left, Summer may have tried to follow, but maybe went through the woods. So as she's coming back up the driveway, Summer's going down. Maybe. I don't know. That's just me thinking. And that's how they maybe missed each other. I just don't really know. But that's really what I think, is she left, went, wherever, Fred, wherever. Summer might have tried to follow. Like, where's my mom,
It's a strange case. Let me
And
put
we're
music
gonna
again.
run up along the corner of the wall,
Right.
and then we're gonna paint them white with the.
Now, to me, that doesn't sound like someone that's really upset,
No.
in my opinion.
I guess it's already known out there. My kids had to go live with my in-laws for a couple months or whatever. I couldn't leave my bed. I was distraught. Just being told that I couldn't see my kids, or whatever.
Right.
It only lasted like a week, but still, like, I was dead. Literally, my body, everything. No way. And I feel that way sometimes when I'm talking to her. Afterwards, I have to cry because I'm holding it all in. It's building up, and then it just, I don't know. After I'm done talking to her, I feel so like I ran a mile. I feel like,
Well, when I was there June 15th of this year, I said I shouldn't have went to Ben Hill first, because after I went there, I felt like I'd been beat with a sledgehammer or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just felt mentally and physically just depleted.
Yes. And no, that's why I wanted to go there. I've had a couple opportunities and I talked myself out of them, or like Candace left and they weren't there, something like that. Something would always happen. But
Right.
I need to feel that. I really do, or I'm not ever going to be able to get over this case.
Yeah. Leslie said to Sheriff Department, Leslie did not say 911. That is true, and that's a good point, Vet Girl. Vet Girl, very good point. Leslie said they called the Sheriff's Department. She didn't say necessarily 911. Now, I mean, it could be a figure of speech, but it may be a very direct thing too. They may have called, rather than calling 911, they could have called a non-emergency line as well.
Yeah, right. Because she was tempted. I'm sorry, I took a bite. She was asking everybody, do I call? She was really not wanting to call. Whether she thought she was going to be in trouble or whatever, I'm not really sure. I can look at it both ways, and I'm trying to keep it as much common sense as I can. I'm not trying to throw any conspiracy in there or whatever, thing like that. I'm trying to go on what we know.
Lips, did she ever talk about her CPS case?
A couple times, yeah.
Did she ever say that They were there on the 14th.
I never got dates until after, like a year later, when it came out that they were there on the 14th. That's the only time I've ever heard it. Before, I never did.
Right. Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure if she ever talked about.
Candace knows. I go to this person here, this Candace Still Trust Lips. Candace knows what I do and how I feel, and I'm open. I'm a very open, honest, blunt person. I don't keep it
Right.
from her. And I ask her things for, like, say, Justin were to come to me, ask me a question. I go to Candace, I ask her a question. And she knows that I'm asking her that question because I'm going to either debunk something, I'm going to prove something, or try to, by her word, whether that be.
Right. Oh, she dropped. So, 911 cannot transfer.
I hate
Department.
that.
Vicar says 911. Department cannot transfer 911. They have to transfer to direct line. Okay. Justin, Candace tells the story of when Summer went missing without breaking down. It's been a year and 2 months when my daughter's life was taken. And to this day, if I talk about it, I will break down. V, I am so sorry. I mean, when you're a parent, it's you really learn.
Even a year later, she still has her teeth in this conversation. She didn't get her teeth out till December 6th or whatever.
No, V is saying it's been over 2 years since her child has passed.
Aww.
And you really sympathize with others when you're a parent, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So
yeah, you guys remember I had just had a baby right here during these. She was only a few months old. Thanks, I see.
Right. Goes by quick. Talking to all right. She had no floaties and didn't know how to swim. I mean, it's anyone's guess, but my thing is I wanted to bring that out about Fred Hill today, and it's at the very minimum in my Candace. This was being recorded.
Not this one. I think she did because she was telling me the story to put out online, but not all of them. No.
Yeah.
I was being a bitch, but she knows that. She knows.
No, I think if when Don and Candace talk to a YouTuber or any of us, they know they're being recorded.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're being recorded. I would think anyway. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe I'm sitting there doing my like kind of not really an interview, it's a conversation, but I'm asking questions. Those are the ones that she knew I was recording.
Right.
Now the ones where Don's beating on her and all that stuff, no, she didn't know because I didn't think I had to at that moment. Where Don shot himself in the foot with his pellet gun.
Yeah, I think at the very minimum they found Fred's
stash.
What was I calling it earlier? I forgot the word I was using. His hugs around there when they were doing the targeted search. Yeah. Because that's when.
Did you see the date of when his first arresting was for it? 2 days later, the 17th.
Yes.
2021. Yeah. And now when he was telling you guys something about they closed Summer's case and reopened it, he was wrong. They closed his case and reopened it. That's the one. Because if you look at it, it says reopened or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's when we know at the very minimum. He hasn't been charged with anything else. I think it's so weird why he said that phone call was Ziggy. Don't you think?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's very weird.
And I don't understand.
Why would he make it about Summer's case unless he's really okay? Because I do know that his Laura has this challenge or whatever, and you can kind of see that in Fred. And I'm wondering if he really does have understanding disabilities. Like he's hard.
I've wondered that. I've wondered that myself, but I've also wondered: is he trying to get a message to someone?
Right. I know it because he's either being super smart or he's really that.
Super dumb. One or the other.
Mm-hmm.
One or the other, and I can't judge.
I can't figure it out yet
because I wish I knew, and hopefully somebody will get to talk to him sooner or later. So, is that why he stopped at the shed first to hide his hugs? I don't know.
I got
Yep.
an okay again. Didn't Don tell Candace to take his hugs to Fred?
Didn't what?
Don tell Candace to take his package to Fred, and then Fred did it or something like that, or sold it, or I don't know, something. Wouldn't give it back.
Oh no, I don't think that wasn't Fred though. That
Well,
wasn't
there
Fred.
was two. No, because Jose did the one in 2020, and the same situation happened. But when Summer came up missing, I thought this was something that was maybe recent or something. I don't know, but
No.
I thought she brought him down there to Fred's. Anybody else know?
No, there was a guy in jail, or he was going to jail, and Don told him to hold his hugs, and that's when Dudley was going back. He went to Don's and Candace's. He wanted to get his pay, and he said it was a Mexican guy there. They were fighting. Don and him was fighting, and Dudley said, I left. And Dudley thought it was Jose, like the Jose that I talked to.
Right.
But it wasn't Jose. We think it was another. First of all, Dudley or Jose is Puerto Rican. He's not Mexican.
Right.
But there is another guy that is in Rogersville area, and his name is Jose Roman too.
Oh my!
And
I think we've looked him. I think everybody's run across him. I think.
Yeah. So.
Okay, Candace was at Fred Hill's at 4:30. Nana for life, and she's talked to Candace a lot in person.
Candace was at Fred Hill's at 4:30.
Yeah, that's what I thought, honey. I thought for sure that she went in and had stopped and dropped that stuff off.
So she was there at 4:30, and the call didn't go in till 6:26.
Oh shit! I assume the missing time is around between 4:15 and 4:30. Now that would make sense because she had to call this person, she had to call that person, she had to go look. Now why it's 6 something? That's kind of 2 hours later. That kind of it's over.
Yeah, and the cops didn't get there till 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Fred was not there. Correct.
They're wondering who owned the horse that was out looking for someone. I don't remember.
If she was there at 4, what time did Nana say?
4:30. And Fred wasn't there. That's what somebody else just said.
4:30.
Oh yeah, because didn't she hide him there, and then afterwards Fred got home and he found him? Something like that. The story's starting to come to me, but I don't know if it was a Ziggy thing or.
Oh, was she hiding?
Or calling law enforcement. Yep.
Was she hiding her hugs there?
Yeah. Fred wasn't home. Yeah.
So that's why she was at Fred's.
Yes. It's delicious, huh?
Okay.
You guys ever get a chance to make? I don't even know what it's called, but it's chicken. It's got mayo and stuff on it. That's so good.
I haven't heard of it.
I have to look it up. I don't know what it's called. I forget.
That's very interesting.
That's
so
right. Don told her to do it. Yep.
If that was at 4:30 and you didn't call the police till 6:26, that's, I think she said 4:15.
It was 4:30.
Or maybe 4:30. I don't know.
Yeah, it was
4:15,
Drew said
4:30.
Hunter came home at 2:30. Yes. Yeah, Hunter was home by like 2:30 or something.
Is hugs? Yes. Instead of it's drugs. Instead of saying drugs.
Yeah. Sorry. I assumed they were home for a good hour, hour and a half before. Well, no.
What mother?
They were home by 3:30. She was already missing 4:30.
Well, I mean, if she was there, at Fred's. Well, I've got it here. Let me show you.
No, and that's what's weird is because Julie Sue did put that scream out to be for 42 or whatever it was. It was pretty specific, so that's kind of weird that unless they all have their stories, straight with each other, but apparently they don't. I don't know. I just keep thinking out loud.
Okay. Let me see here. Rest of this popped up. If she was there at 4:15 or whatever, or 4:30, and the call goes in. No, this isn't the one.
What you got there? It's not mine.
That's not the one I was looking for. If she was looking for too close.
Right, Lisa.
At 6:30, then that's a problemo.
Yeah.
That's a big problemo because that would mean she went missing before 4:15 if she's having her hugs
at 4:30. Yeah.
At 4:30.
So did she even make it home?
Thank you, Sandy. All I know is they are lying, in my opinion, about something.
It's weird. It's really weird because I don't know. I think too much out loud, but
yeah, I'm trying to find my timeline. Nana for Life says that's the one thing Fred Hill told the truth about. He said Candace saw Chad around 4:30.
Who's Chad?
Candace, you got some splaining to do, Candace.
She won't. She don't even watch this crap on here. I send her more crap than she watches. I'm like, I feel bad.
I was doing that because
I want answers. Yeah, I want answers. So, I mean, sometimes it's a point where I gotta buy her a pack of cigarettes, or something to butter her up. But whatever. It's worth fruit for summer. If that,
That's right. That's right.
Wow, good job.
Well, thank you, Lips. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate it.
You are very welcome. And I didn't get to say hi to everybody. Hello, I seen your guys' highs. And I'll see you guys around.
All right, my dear. Thank you for doing that interview too. All right. Bye-bye. All righty, y'all. Well, I just want to thank you all for being here. I just hit the 2-hour mark a few moments ago, and I don't want it to be like an incredibly long live. Duchess became a member. Yay. Thank you so much, Duchess. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you, dear. Hope you're doing well. And your daddy is too. Hope he's good. Thank you all for being here. Great conversation we've had this evening, and I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. I know it's been a little bit of going around the tube a little bit the last 24 hours or so, but nothing is ever done. And my subscribers know that with ill intent or anything. I am human. I do make mistakes, at least occasionally, right? So I appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support. God bless each and every single one of you. Justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells. Hopefully summer 2023, right? Hopefully it's this year. God, I pray, because this case has went on too long. You can ask any creator. That's one thing, and subscriber who's been on this. We have all been who's been on this case and has been through this case, it's exhausting. And I know it is for you all out there as well. So, all right, guys, love you all. Bye-bye.